Hi guys, today we are going to see top 10 UNIX basic interview questions and answers. First question is, what is UNIX? Well, UNIX is an operating system. The UNIX operating system is a set of programs that act as a link between the computer and the user. Several people can use a UNIX computer at the same time, hence UNIX is called a multi-user system. A UNIX can also run multiple programs at the same time, hence UNIX is also called as multitasking system. The second question is, how is the data stored in UNIX? Well, the answer is, all data in UNIX is organized into files. All files are organized into directories. These directories are organized into a tree-like structure called the file system. Ordinary files. An ordinary file is a file on the system that contains data, text, or program instructions. Directories. Directories store both special and ordinary files. For users familiar with Windows or Mac OS, UNIX directories are equivalent to folders. Special files. Some special files provide access to hardware such as hard drives, CD-ROM drives, modems, and Ethernet adapters. Other special files are similar to aliases or shortcuts and enable you to access a single file using different names. Third question is, what are shell variables? Well, the shell variables are special variables, a name-value pair created and maintained by the shell. Examples are path, home, mail, and term. Fourth question is, what is a pipe, and give an example. Well, the answer is, a pipe is two or more commands separated by pipe character that tells the shell to arrange for the output of the preceding command to be passed as input to the following command. Example, command 1, pipe, command 2. So the output of the command 2 will be given as input for the command 1, and hence we will get the final output. Fifth question is, what is a shell? Well, a shell is an interactive user interface to an operating system service that allows an user to enter commands as character strings or through a graphical user interface. The shell converts them into system calls to the OS or forks of a process to execute the command. System call results and other information from the OS are presented to the user through an interactive interface. Commonly used shells are SH, CSH, KS, etc. Sixth question is, what are the various IDs associated with a process? And the answer is, UNIX identifies each process with a unique integer called process ID. The process that executes the request for creation of a process is called the parent process, whose PID is parent process ID. Every process is associated with a particular user called the owner, who has privileges over the process. The identification for the user is user ID. Owner is the user who executes the process. The process also has effective user ID, which determines the access privileges for accessing resources like files. Now, get PID is for process ID, get PPID is parent process ID, get UID is user ID, and get EUID is for effective user ID. Seventh question is, how can you get or set an environment variable from a program? The answer is, getting the value of an environment variable is done by using getEnv, and setting the value of an environment variable is done by using putenv. Eighth question is, what are the process states in UNIX? As a process executes, it changes state according to its circumstances. UNIX processes have the following states. First one is running. The process is either running or it is ready to run. Second is waiting, wherein the process is waiting for an event or for a resource. Next is stopped. The process has been stopped, usually by receiving a signal. And the last one is zombie. The process is dead but have not been removed from the process table yet. The ninth question is, what is a zombie? Answer is, when a program splits and the child finishes before the parent, the kernel still keeps some of its information about the child in case the parent might need it. For example, the parent may need to check the child's exit status. To be able to get this information, the parent calls wait. In the interval between the child terminating and the parent calling wait, the child is said to be a zombie. To check this, we can do PS and see that the child will have a Z in its status field to indicate the same. And the last question is, what is a daemon? Well, a daemon is a process that detaches itself from the terminal and runs, disconnected in the background waiting for requests and responding to them. It can also be defined as the background process that does not belong to a terminal session. Many system functions are commonly performed by daemons, including the sendMail daemon, which handles mail, and the NNTP daemon, which handles Usenet news. Many other daemons may exist. Some of the most common daemons are init, takes over the basic running of the system when the kernel has finished the boot process. inetd, responsible for starting network service that do not have their own standalone daemons. For example, inetd usually takes care of incoming rlogin, telnet, and FTP connections. Last one is cron, responsible for running repetitive tasks on a regular schedule. I hope these questions were useful. Please like, share, comment, and please subscribe. Bye.